Jai Maratati. Hello and welcome to Celtic Roots Radio, coming to you today from Downpatrick, Northern Ireland. Celtic, folk rock, Appalachian, bluegrass, Scottish, Irish, Breton, Cajun. If it's Celtic or roots music you like, you'll find it here on Celtic Roots Radio.
Says you're one to my one, we up to the Waxie Dargle. Says my one dear one, I haven't got a farthing. I've been down to my crown to see him give the Cathal, but he wouldn't give me half a crown to go to the Waxie Dargle. What do you have? They have a mind with you, sir. And if one is on the order, soon be thrown out of the boozer. This is my one dear one for Ceoil braces. I've been down Maple Street to the old man money lender, but he wouldn't give me a couple of bob for the old man with suspenders. What will you have? They have a mind with you, sir. And if one is just a horse, soon be thrown out of the boozer.
Well, what's the crack? Here we are again on our Celtic Roots Radio show.
I'm Raymond McCullough from Downpatrick, County Down, with some great new Celtic and roots songs and tunes. Also, we taste the Paddy's Day crack for myself as well.
We started the show off with the song Waxie's Dargle, followed by the tune Siege of Ennis from Bill Grogan's Goat in Michigan, USA. And with more great Paddy's Day music coming up. Our show this week is jointly sponsored by two great Irish books from Precious Oil Publications. Just a thing for St. Patrick's Day. The Shanachie by Jerry McCullough is a collection of Irish short stories set in County Donegal, tales of the antics of that lovable rogue, Old Seamus. A Wee Taste of Crack by myself, Raymond McCullough, is based on the scripts of the first 25 Celtic Roots radio shows. You can buy the paperback edition of either book from Amazon stores worldwide, or download the Kindle edition now for the cost of a cup of coffee, or a pint. More info on these and other Irish books on the website, preciousoil.com. And please check out our Celtic Roots Cafe community, where you'll find information about our artists and bands, music videos, photos, forum posts and a blog. Just click the cafe button on our main website, celticrootsradio.com. And if you like the crack on our shows, you can read it again at your leisure on our Celtic Roots Crack blog. Find it on the podcast page at CelticRootsRadio.com. As usual, we've received more great comments on the show. Bamako gave us a 5-star review on iTunes USA. I could listen to this show all day. A nice mix of commentary, great music, and Raymond McCullough is entertaining and has a beautiful way of talking. Love it. Matt, also known as Aval69, from Georgia, USA, also gave us a 5-star review on iTunes USA, entitled Good to Have Back. Missed this podcast like an old friend. Glad it's back between my ears. One of the few you will find yourself listening to multiple times. Lewis Burkhart from Colorado, USA emailed us. I love your podcast, most of the music and all of the local colour commentary. Perhaps my favourite commentaries are your language lessons that highlight how things are said and what things are said depending on their region. Thank you much. And new rock station Sousa from Centro Universitario Ibero-Americano in Sao Paulo, Brazil, contacted us via our Live 365 station page. Hi, you've played great artists, could you please play blah blah. Thanks a lot from Brazil. Well, we can only play royalty-free music on this podcast, but we can play anything on the Live 365 station. So we'll see what we can do for you guys down in Sao Paulo, Brazil. And again, thank you to Bamako, Matt and Lewis. Glad you're all enjoying it. Just keep right on listening there. And when you've exhausted all our podcast shows, tune into the aforementioned 24/7 station on Live 365 for even more music, crack from myself, and shows from Mark Gunn and others. Find it on our radio page at CelticRootsRadio.com. Keep in touch with us through email, Facebook message, Twitter, or our cafe site. We always appreciate a new review of the show on iTunes, and please drop us a wee email to let us know in case we miss it. While you're on iTunes, enter Raymond McCullough into the search box to find all of our other podcasts. We've just been listening to Eamonn Costello and Cathal Clohessy from Ireland on a tune called Aile Dhomhain.
Soon we'll see them all rise again. Oh, I'm going home, I'm going home, with my brothers and my sisters on this land or on the foe. I'm going home, I'm going home, for as long as I have Celtic blood I'll never be alone. I'm going home. Scarred and salty-faced, the North Sea wind will find its place in the heart of every child who's ever seen his father charging a while. Oh, I'm going home, I'm going home, with my brothers and my sisters on this land or on the foe. I'm going home, I'm going home, for as long as I have Celtic blood I'll never be alone. I'm going home. No man yields to shackles forever, bolted down my Saxon terror. If it means our kinsmen fall, then we'll be back for freedom's call. Oh, I'm going home, I'm going home, with my brothers and my sisters on this land or on the foe. I'm going home, I'm going home, for as long as I have Celtic blood I'll never be alone. I'm going home, I'm going home, with my brothers and my sisters on this land or on the foe. I'm going home, I'm going home, for as long as I have Celtic blood I'll never be alone. I'm going home, I'm going home, going home.
That was a band called Druid Roots from Florida, USA, and a song called Going Home. Well, it just so happens that two celebrations are happening back to back this weekend. The Jewish festival of Purim finishes on the 14th of Adar, which is Sunday the 16th. And of course, St. Patrick's Day is on the 17th, but you all knew that last bit, didn't you? Anyway, Chag Purim Sameach to all our Jewish and Israeli listeners. Apparently, there are several day-long parties happening at several pubs across Israel. At Purim, the Jews celebrate the story of Queen Esther, who delivered the whole Jewish race from extinction by the wicked Haman. She fasted and prayed, then went into the Persian king, her husband, without being summoned, which could have resulted in her own death. Thankfully, the king looked kindly on her and heard her request on behalf of her people. In the end, it was the wicked Haman who was executed, along with his whole family. To celebrate the deliverance from death of Purim, the Jews give each other presents of food and drink, recite the complete story of Esther from the Bible, donate to charity, eat a lot of food, dress up in fancy dress and masks, drink a lot of alcohol, and celebrate on the streets with dancing and so forth. So there's not a whole lot of difference between Purim and St. Paddy's Day, is there? This is a band called Papilio from Nova Scotia, Canada, and a tune called Chorolations.
Tie my boots, fasten my coat, ready for the weather, ready for the weather. Skidding on ice, kicking up dirt, ready for the weather, ready for the weather. Gonna meet an old friend, time ain't been clear, ready for the weather, ready for the weather. Here we go now, here we go. Here we go now, here we go. Here we go now, here we go. Gonna tie my boots and I fasten my coat. Sometimes I float, most times I'm under, scrabbling down, and whatever's left over, out of control, full speed or more, just trying to hang on to this damn roller coaster. Here we go now, here we go. Here we go now, here we go. Here we go now, here we go. Gonna tie my boots and I fasten my coat. I'm missing the mark more times than I score, snapping my spine, I'm sliding with lines. Once upon a time, there's a boy raised by grace. Well, he walked 40 days, kept a grin on his face. Here we go now, here we go. Here we go now, here we go. Here we go now, here we go. Gonna tie my boots and I fasten my coat. Here we go now, here we go.
Rachel Taylor-Beales from Wales, UK, and a great song, Here We Go Now. Now you may not be aware of this, but the Israelis are mad keen on Irish music, and there are Irish pubs all over Israel. I can't claim to have visited every one of them, even with my 5 trips to Israel so far, but I did get to an Irish festival in Tel Aviv in 2006, which led to me meeting a Jewish brother and sister, originally from here in Ireland. Well, he was carrying a barn. They told me about the best Irish pub in Tel Aviv, and of course, I decided to investigate. The pub is called Molly Bloom's. She was the wife of Leopold Bloom. He was the hero of James Joyce's book Ulysses, and the pub is at the end of Mendeley Street in Tel Aviv beside the beach. Apparently on St. Patrick's Day the street is so packed that the police come and close it off to traffic. Anyway, I found it easily enough and went in to find a packed Irish pub, great food, draft Guinness, and about 20 Irish musicians playing their hearts out. One girl had the most beautiful clear Irish voice, singing an unaccompanied song, but it turned out, to my great surprise, that there wasn't an Irish person among them. They were all native Israelis and brilliant musicians. Needless to say, I've been back there since, both for the music, the Guinness, and for the great food. The seafood pie or the venison sausages. Strange to say, I've not officially performed in any of these pubs, though I have bussed in Jerusalem at the end of Shabbat. But maybe one day in the future I'll put that right. St. Patrick's Day is also celebrated all over Moscow and in other strange and far-flung places. So wherever you happen to be, Paddy's Lashona or Lefela Poreg Shona Ditch, have a great St. Patrick's Day. And you're listening to the Low Country Boys from here in Northern Ireland and a tune called Farewell.
Here's to the fools who work upon the streets, who conjure up a treat for all the passers-by. And here's to the fools with a vigor and a style who can wake the tired soul. And here's to the fools with an arsenal of ways to brighten up the days of everyone they see. And here's to the fools with a simple turn of phrase who can show what fools we mortals be. Many the costume, calm and the crown, song or scene or story. Many the country, calm and the ground of fools in all their glory. Here's to the fools who juggle all the rules, who seem to take you to another time and place. And here's to the fools who entertain the fools who have left another place behind. And here's to the fools who are of better stock than all the useless rock you put their name upon. We are the fool who are as good as gold when we lead you to your laughter. Many the costume, calm and the crown, song or scene or story. Many the country, calm and the ground of fools in all their glory. Fools in all their glory. Fools. Fools.
That was Ross Douglas from Washington State, USA, and Here's to the Fools. And we finished St. Patrick's Day with a song in the Gaelic from Marianne Green, a wee girl from Derry City, hey, here in Northern Ireland. And this is the beautiful Tommy Mohichi. You all take it easy now. You hear me? Slan.
Ganski stafado gogi taponu yatinali stamishelyum hin tanakili eklihi sanchirinakalu Achmi Ya naram jihil do vil do walis do grui do hul haram le alfathe me achaz esul lekui do yeni ler du ambala ahur is a haraj machliv danashliv che adar mistu jiriu laklihin gargli chehan galaran grev her ad vi me gurushinel ma Kristi akhra aki sroir farir na yakni me es gurun shirang skel gogi fris hjartlar makri Kasu bantihi du hi segles velma Jeffrey me di is dŵr sigus eisiau emrieri syniam da saw Nur a hyd se fan chrihi Haskil jar as I go
Well, that's all we have time for in this show. Remember, you can find out more information about the artists and songs played on the show on our website at CelticRootsRadio.com. And if you're an independent artist and you'd like to hear your music played on this show, again, you'll find details on our website. That's CelticRootsRadio.com. Tune in again next week to Celtic Roots Radio. I'm Raymond McCullough, coming to you from Ireland. Slán agus Banagia.